Hello there. In this video, we will discuss in details the latest changes in the pre-departure rules to enter the Philippines. Which changes will take effect starting February 4th and which changes will take effect starting February 10th. From February 4th, the IATF clarified the rules about One Health Pass registration. The 48-hour rule about the RT-PCR test is also clarified. The IATF has also updated the list of accepted vaccination certificates. From February 10th, the rules and requirements for permitted foreign nationals is also revised, as well as the testing and quarantine protocols and how relevant is your vaccination to enter the Philippines. Let's start with the changes starting February 4th. The One Health Pass registration is required. The One Health Pass is the replacement to the Yellow Health Declaration checklist form which we always fill out upon arrival in the Philippines. Because of the pandemic, it is replaced with an online system, the One Health Pass. To register, just go to this website, www.onehealthpass.com.ph. You can access this using your desktop computers, laptop or any mobile devices. It is not a mobile app. To complete the One Health Pass EHDC, click this yellow icon which says EHDC. Do not be scared of this registration, you will only need 5 to 10 minutes to complete this. Next change, which is a very important clarification. From the previous resolutions, the definition of port of origin was not very clear, and is subject to so many interpretations, including those at the check-in counters. Now, the IATF has clarified what really should be the reference time and point. The reference time is still prior to the date and time of departure. But now they gave specifics about your reference point. It should be your country of origin, and your international transits are excluded. It means your 48 hours window will start when you depart your country of origin. Anytime within that 48 hours, meaning 40 hours, 36 hours, 28 hours, etc. Those will be valid. But as much as possible, do not take it at the maximum time of 48 hours, because unexpected changes in your flight schedule may invalidate your RT-PCR. If you can take it within 36 or 24 hours, that will be the safest. Any time outside the 48 hours window will not be accepted. Now, the revised resolution is now more specific about the departure point and time of reference. For those with domestic flights, your first port of embarkation will be considered your point of reference if it meets the following 3 rules. Number 1, your flight must be a continuous travel to the Philippines. It means your flights must be in a single itinerary. First case, if you have a domestic flight, and upon your check-in you only have one boarding pass, that means you have to get off the plane, claim your luggage, and check in again to get your next boarding pass. In such a case, your reference cannot be your domestic flight. Your reference will be your flight where you will get all your boarding passes. Any time within that 48 hours is valid, and beyond that will be invalid. Second case. If you have a domestic flight, and upon your check-in, you get all your boarding passes, you do not have to claim your luggage, you simply go directly to the transfer area. In such a case, your reference will be your first port of embarkation. Anytime within 48 hours, before the first port of embarkation will be valid, and beyond that will be invalid. Now, the second and third rule is very important to those with international transit or connecting flights. You must not leave the airport premises, and you must not be admitted into another country during such layover. This is summarized into one sentence: you must not clear the immigration of your transit country. This is where you have to pay extra attention before booking those flights to the Philippines with international transit. I will give you a very classic example. If you have a transit in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, you must be very careful. If you land in Kuala Lumpur Terminal 1, and your next flight is Terminal 2, these two terminals are not connected. You will have to go out of Terminal 1, clear the immigration, and get your baggage before you can go to Terminal 2. This is a problem with regards to your 48-hour RT-PCR. And also you will be subjected to the quarantine protocols in Malaysia. And based on IATF resolution, your country of origin will now be Malaysia. And your RT-PCR must be based on the date and time of your departure in that country. Because international transits during the pandemic is a very complicated topic, we created a separate video about that, and we discussed all the transit rules and requirements in these cities. Transit or layovers in the countries we listed in green are generally okay. Rules are quite simple, but transit in countries we listed in red, before booking flights to these countries, you must read the transit rules. We will provide the link to that video in the comments section. Let's go to the updated list of accepted vaccination certificates. For OFWs, you may present any of the following. Number 1, to those vaccinated abroad, your national, digital, or physical vaccination certificate. Reciprocity agreement is not needed. Example: the NHS for UK, Sehati for Saudi Arabia, Notarize for Singapore. Al Hosn for UAE, Ateras for Qatar, Immunac for Kuwait, the US CDC White Card for the USA. Any EU digital COVID certificate. For Canada and Japan, any of your printed or digital vaccination certificate. Now, there is a specific statement that reads, other proofs of vaccination permitted by the IATF. If we go back to the resolutions of IATF, resolution number 146 dated October 28, 2021. The POLO validation has been removed way back October last year. In replacement, the IATF granted all OFWs and their spouse, children, and parents traveling with them to present only their digital or physical vaccination certificate without the need of a reciprocity agreement. In short, OFWs can present any of their vaccination card, regardless of country of origin. Example: OFWs in Denmark. Denmark is not in the list of countries with reciprocal arrangement. But you can present your EU digital COVID certificate and it will be accepted in the Philippines. Number 2, you can also bring your World Health Organization International Certificate of Vaccination and Prophylaxis, or the so-called WHO ICV, or Yellow Card. Number 3, you can also bring your VACCINATED if you were vaccinated in the Philippines. Non-OFWs and foreign nationals vaccinated in the Philippines or abroad, you may present any of the following. Number 1, your national or state digital certificate if your government is in the list of countries with reciprocal arrangement, with the Philippines VACCINATED. Here are the 35 countries with reciprocal arrangement as of February 2, 2022. It includes Armenia, Australia, Austria, Bahrain, Belgium, Canada, Colombia, Czech Republic, France, Georgia, Germany, Hong Kong, India, Iraq, Italy, Japan, Kazakhstan, Kuwait, Monaco, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Oman, Qatar, Samoa, Singapore, Slovenia, Sri Lanka, Switzerland, Thailand, Tunisia, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, United States of America, and Vietnam. These countries acknowledge the Philippines VACCINATED and thereby the IATF also accepts these countries' vaccination certificates. This list may be updated at any time, so stay updated by hitting that subscribe button. Countries with reciprocal arrangement can use their digital or physical certificate in both international travel to the Philippines and also domestic travel within the Philippines. Example: if you are a foreign national from California, USA, you can use either your digital certificate or your USA CDC White Card. Number 2, if you are not from that list, you must secure a World Health Organization International Certificate of Vaccination and Prophylaxis, or the so-called WHO ICV or Yellow Card. Example: if you are from Denmark, your country is not in the list of 35 countries with reciprocal arrangement. You cannot use your digital certificate in the Philippines and be considered fully vaccinated. What you have to do is go to your doctor, get a WHO Yellow Card like this, have your vaccination be recorded. This WHO Yellow Card will be accepted in the Philippines. Number 3, you may also present your VACCINATED if you were vaccinated in the Philippines. For changes starting February 10th, video is in progress. Once ready, we will upload the update. See you on that video. Thanks for watching. If you find this information helpful, please like this video. We also appreciate your comments and feedback. Consider to subscribe to get to see more updates like these. See you on the next update and have a safe flight to the Philippines.